Hello, and welcome to this thing about wrestling. Not a lot of people like to admit if they're a wrestling fan, and it's kind of easy to see why. I mean, it's not really taken seriously by a lot of people, but you know what? Fuck those people. We're in what is called WrestleMania season. You know, that area before WrestleMania. It's like the biggest wrestling shit ever. So there's this weird thing going on. Or at least it was going on before Fastlane, which is the pay-per-view that comes before WrestleMania. It got interesting, which is odd. A lot of the times, it's not interesting. I mean, there's Roman Reigns, and he's like, you know, they're like, hey, he's the guy with the big muscles. And here's the thing. Roman Reigns is not a bad wrestler by any stretch of the imagination. He looks like he's pretty good, actually. They take his shitty character and they shove his shitty character right in your eye holes, and you can't do anything about it. No matter how much disapproval is thrown at them, they'll just go like, no, because wrestling. Something weird happened on the lead up to Fastlane. You see, there's Roman Reigns. He's just not really doing much, you know? Not really getting out there or fighting or wrestling much. And they got this other guy, Dean Ambrose. And they're actually doing shit with him. Dean Ambrose is this guy that you're just like, you just notice him every once in a while, and you're just like, you know, he has this like, way more, it's way better, they do way better shit with him than Roman. Because, you know, he's the guy that they don't want to be the top babyface of their company. Might as well book that guy correctly. So it's Dean Ambrose. And it seems like the a couple weeks before Fastlane, they have this weird booking decision. Like, they make all these weird booking decisions where, okay, so Triple H wins the fucking Royal Rumble and he's champion. We all know that the build-up is, Roman's gonna get the belt back because he was the champion and he lost it in the Rumble, and the Rumble was a huge clusterfuck. Reigns, Triple H. It seems like the foregone conclusion for WrestleMania main event. But then they announced this weird match at Fastlane. It's the main event of the match, or the card. And it's fucking Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns versus Brock fucking Lesnar for the number one contendership. And you're thinking, at first, what everybody's saying is, well, clearly Reigns is going over because this company is hell-bent on getting this dude over. And they don't give a fuck if he's over or not. It's the guy that you like because fuck you. And then these, you know, couple Raws happen before Fastlane, and you start seeing Dean Ambrose kind of like elbowing his way up to the ranks, going like, fuck you, Brock Lesnar. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Come out here, you big beefy son of a bitch. They build... First of all, they like have these weird segments between Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose, where Dean Ambrose is literally just like, I'm not fucking afraid of you, you big bastard. I don't care if you beat The Undertaker, blah, 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 blah. He gets the shit kicked out of him by Brock Lesnar. This is supposed to highlight something special about Dean Ambrose, like he's some kind of weird, indestructible man. He's like Stretch Armstrong or something. And they build this, and they build this, and they build this, and you're thinking, oh my god, are they doing something different? Are they not going with Roman? Are they going to put Ambrose over, who is actually over? When you hear him come out, when he comes out, the crowd's like, yay, I like him, as opposed to Reigns, who comes out and half the crowd, more than half the crowd, is like, this guy sucks. Nothing against Reigns himself, but I mean, like, his wrestling ability is okay. Not incredible. His character is just fucking shit. They've done so much to fuck his whole psychology and character up, and it really doesn't make any sense to me. They have this, like, this awesome booking decision to make that could totally save them from a really uncomfortable and awkward WrestleMania main event where Roman wins. People know he's going to win, but they still get really pissed off when he does. So they do this thing, and they're like, okay, they have the Dean Ambrose push, or the perceived Dean Ambrose push, what looks to me like a push. They make him drop the IC belt. So you're like, okay, he's not Intercontinental Champion anymore. And when he won that belt, he got a fucking huge pop from the crowd. Everybody was into it. He's been champ for 2 months, and they take the belt off of him, like, on a random Raw before Fastlane, where they're just like, oh, Stephanie McMahon just comes out and goes like, I don't like you, Dean Ambrose, and he's like, okay, I know that, and she's like, no, you don't understand. You gotta fight all these guys now, because fuck you. And he's just like, oh, alrighty. Doesn't get pinned, but loses the belt to Kevin Owens. He's a good IFC champion too, whatever, but the question was in my mind at the time, well, why are you taking the belt off of him? Probably to prep him for the world belt, because that's usually how these things go. In non-crazy land, this is crazy land, and shit doesn't work that way, apparently. Everything at Fastlane goes pretty much how one would expect it to go. Reigns goes over. He goes over Lesnar and Ambrose. Okay. Not only does he go over Lesnar and Ambrose, the match is great. Is a good match. He was great in it. Roman Reigns was great in it until the end. He really, really botched the end of this match. Somebody dropped the fucking ball here, because what happens is, well, of course, they both focus on the fucking Terminator, Lesnar, and they put him through like 8 tables and just drop a forklift on him so he can't get up. Ambrose and Reigns go at it, and it's like an evenish match. Whenever Lesnar gets in the ring, he just starts destroying people. He is the bionic man. He's a fucking android. There's no stopping him. Lesnar gets the Kimura lock on Reigns, and Reigns, actually in a pretty impressive feat of strength, picks Lesnar up like he's a baby off the ground, and then Ambrose comes in and just goes crazy on both of them with a steel chair. He's just wailing on Les, and he's wailing on Reigns, and he's wailing, and he's wailing, and he's wailing. He gets Roman in Dirty Deeds, which is his finisher, and then Roman kicks out of Dirty Deeds, because fuck your finisher. Or at least we need false finishes, which is what my understanding was at the time. False finishes, this is the main event of this match, blah, blah. Kicks out of Dirty Deeds. And then just kind of spears Ambrose and pins him. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense. The guy, Ambrose, has been built up as this, like, fucking indestructible little man up to Fastlane, and all of a sudden he turns into wet tissue paper, floored by the spear. Not only has his finisher just fucking no-sold by Reigns, but is just then demolished and buried. I mean, this is like, not only was I hoping that Ambrose was going to go over, and that some fucking person at WWE realized, like, oh, so we don't have to do any work to get this guy over because he's already over. We should probably just, turn Reigns heel, let him do a heel run, give him some fucking time. He can still be top guy. He just needs a time to not be saying stupid cartoon shit. And so they do the thing. They do the deal. Dean does the job. And then, on Monday Night Raw, the Raw after Fastlane. We know that Reigns is going into the main event with Triple H. Great. Here's the thing that they do with Ambrose. They put him in a street fight with Brock fucking Lesnar at WrestleMania. This wouldn't be so stupid had the booking of the fucking main event of Fastlane not been totally up its own ass. You're gonna tell me that you're gonna take Ambrose, have him almost no-sell on F5 on one Monday Night Raw, have him go into Fastlane, get speared and utterly destroyed by Roman Reigns, and with relatively no struggle, and then you're going to put him in a match with the fucking Terminator at WrestleMania and expect me to think that that's going to be competitive in any way? Why? Why am I excited? I mean, this is the thing. That match is probably going to be the best match on the card. Sure. But the fucking pathology and storytelling leading up to it is shit. Because, fucking, first of all, I don't think Roman Reigns could take Brock Lesnar by himself. At least, given what we've seen. So, if I don't think that that Reigns can take Lesnar, there's no fucking way I can think Ambrose can take Lesnar, because he was just hobbled by one spear. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any fucking sense. It's probably going to be the fucking main event of WrestleMania is going to be a fucking crapshoot. Everyone's going to, unless they pull some miraculous fucking shit, and just somehow, unless, like, Reigns goes over Triple H and then rips off his mask and it's actually, like, The Rock or something underneath, there's no fucking way I can see them pulling it out. Even though they did do this fucking thing on Raw where Triple H basically just destroyed Reigns. I guess, I don't know, maybe that'll do it. Maybe that'll do it. I don't think so, because they've been trying this. They've been trying to ram this fucking guy down people's throats for I don't even fucking know, like maybe 2 years. And it hasn't been working, and they just keep doing it. They just don't fucking care. They're like, I don't care if you don't like this guy. We like him. If they just changed his look, if they took him out of the stupid fucking bulletproof vest, the stupid fucking Shield getup, which both Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose have already moved out of, and found their own personalities. They're not fucking in the Shield. They're fucking Seth Rollins. They're fucking Dean Ambrose. Roman Reigns is still the Shield. It's just that the Shield doesn't exist anymore, so it sucks. Fucking honestly, I have the sincerest doubt that Brock Lesnar is going to job to Dean Ambrose, because the guy has been basically a glorified jobber. I mean, I guess it's unfair to say, he's not like fucking losing to everybody. You kind of have him in this weird position where you just took kind of all his momentum away, and it seems really unfair because his momentum was natural and organic, and he deserved it, whereas Reigns is not organic, not natural, not ready a year as a heel, and have him feud with Ambrose. They've been trying to get the fucking rub from Ambrose by having them team up or some shit and like tag teams and shit like that. It's not working, okay? You're basically just putting him in a tag team with a more over face who's going to get the cheers while he gets the boos. Because they know what you're doing. These smarky fucking bastards know what you're doing. So I don't have any solutions for this, other than they fuck with the main event sometime between now and then. Even though I don't know how they're going to do that now, because fucking Dean Ambrose is in with Lesnar. There's no Money in the Bank winner to fucking, save the day it does seem like he's going to win, and people are going to hate it. There has to be a triple. I mean, unless Seth Rollins comes back and just, I guess, regains the title, because he's probably more over than fucking Reigns is, even though he hasn't been on the fucking promotion for a while because of his goddamn injury. But I mean, like, seriously, he is probably more over just from having done nothing, just from having recovered from a fucking leg injury. All right, I'm done.